Hey folks, today we're going to change the oil in a small block Chevy 350. This one has a throttle body injection, but it doesn't really matter because oil change procedures are pretty much universal. We'll be changing the filters as well. Let's get started. First step, warm up the engine. Remove the oil fill cap. Loosen the oil plugs. Make sure you have a drain pan beneath it. Let the oil drain into it. Be careful, some of these parts may be hot. Then grab an oil filter wrench and take your oil filter off.
Be careful, it may be hot as well.
Once the oil is drained out more, unscrew it all the way. Then take out your oil filter. Put some oil into the oil filter. Then add a thin layer of oil around the filter. By this time, the oil will have drained out. Now put the oil filter and the drain plug in. Make the oil filter only hand tight and the drain plug snug.
Make sure it's not cross-threaded. Make it snug. Hand tight. Wiping the excess oil off of it so you can see later if it's leaking. If you want, that'd be a good time to get a black Sharpie. Write down the mileage and the date on the filter so you can go back and see it later. And with the oil out of the oil pan, and put the drain plug back in. If you've got a crush washer, now would be the time to put it on. Put it on snug, but not too tight. Wipe off any excess oil so you can see later if it's leaking.
Now get your handy dandy funnel and fill it to capacity. This small block Chevy takes 5 quarts.
If you don't know how much it takes, fill it and then periodically check the dipstick until it gets to the right level. Keep in mind that you already put a couple cups into the oil filter. If you buy oil in big containers like this, especially for the 350, it makes it easy. The whole 5 quarts will go in the engine. want it too low. You also don't want it too high. If you're in moderate temperatures like we are, 10W30 should be appropriate. Your choice if you want to use synthetic or conventional oil. Big funnel out. Put your oil cap back on. Then start her up. Well, we'll check the dipstick first. Give it a minute or so to let all the oil drain to the bottom. Dipstick on a Chevy 350 is on the other side, at least on this one. We'll wipe off anything in there and put it back in and get a fresh reading there. Helps to have the car on a flat surface when you're doing this. And it looks to be right at the top of the crosshatch, so this is good. We'll start it up, run it for a few minutes, make sure there's no leaks, and we'll be good to go. Here's your black Sharpie. Don't see any leaks. Looks good to go to me.
We let the car run a little bit, and then we shut it off, and we let the oil drain for a little bit, and now we're checking it again.
Yep, we want to make sure the oil drains all the way to the bottom. This will give us a accurate reading of how much oil we got in there if we're good to go. Yep, top of the crosshatch area. Perfect. Close her up and do the next one.